how do you communicate with others and with yourself? Well, we can look at it as a 3 stages of communication. The first one is you criticize the other person's ego or identity. Okay, so let's say you say you're wrong. Like you have an argument with someone, you say you are wrong. So you're tying that wrongness with their identity. So what are the results of something like that? Of that kind of criticism? Well, the other person's going to get defensive. They're going to put up their defenses, and it'll actually cause them to reinforce their perspective instead of being willing to modify it. So if this is about communication, communication decreases or destroys your ability to communicate if you're criticizing their identity. So the second one is you criticize their behavior or their actions. So here you're shifting toward behavior and actions. You're not attacking the identity. In other words, people aren't bad, but their behavior is bad. So this is less threatening and actually allows the person that you're criticizing the behavior of to be willing to learn from that encounter, a little bit more open. So, communication is improved. Okay. The third level is you offer support. Okay, so you're shifting toward connection and how to support the relationship. In other words, you're looking for how you can protect the relationship. And in order to develop this third level of communication, you use 2 tools. Okay, the first one is it's not about me. Okay, so however we behave, other people are going to react to those behaviors, and they are responsible for those reactions. So in a sense, how they're reacting is not about me. The second one kind of builds on that, and that is they are doing the best they can given their abilities, their skill set, given their ability to deal with that level of stress. So if I can accept that they are doing the best that they can, it's not about me, then I can interact with more compassion with that person and focus on supporting them and trying to figure out how to solve the problem or why they're upset. So you can apply this not just with other people, you can apply it with yourself. Let's say you fall off a climb and you fail. Okay, you failed. You fell off a climb. The first one is you might have a reaction like, I suck. So you're tying the suckness of that event, of that fall, to your identity, the I. Okay, so this is tying the criticism to the identity. Not very helpful. You're going to be focusing on why you suck and how you don't want to suck, and it's going to distract you from focusing on learning and improving your situation. The second level is you don't suck, but you look at the failure, you dissect the failure. It says, like, my behavior is I failed. And so there's something in my training that needs to be learned and improved. And the third level of this communication with yourself is where you're offering support. And you apply these 2 tools. So it's not about me. That failure is not about me and my identity and having to defend that. And the second one is I did the best that I could given my current level of skill. So you think about your performance. You have several things that come together to create that performance. You have your physical strengths, like your climbing experience, the training you've been doing. You have your physical qualities that you're bringing to that particular effort. You have the same with your mental strengths. How much mental training have you been doing? How much mental strength are you bringing into the equation for that event? And other skills come into it, like movement skills or being able to work with the protection points that you're placing in the rock. So given all of those skills, you did the best you could on that particular effort. And what that acceptance does, what this all leads to, is establishing a solid foundation for improving your next effort. You can look at, the failure, the training that needs to be done in your physical, mental, or movement training to go into the next effort with a different mindset, or you might need to go and do some of that kind of training before you come back to that particular climb. So communicate with yourself in a more loving, supportive, compassionate way. It helps. That's the lesson. You can go to warriorsway.com, read the full text and audio. Also check out our books and courses, and reach out to us. We'd love to work with you with your mental training needs. Thanks.